Abhishek.
And myself, Dr. Vijita.
We are ophthalmology mentors in Mentor Exam.
Clearing DNB examination needs dedicated efforts in the right direction.
This course is designed particularly to clear the concepts and help the residents to retain pertinent information on a particular topic that can be replicated in the exam.
The ophthalmology course in Mentor Exam is designed into a theory and a practical section. The theory course will cover topics important in a subspecialty wise. Apart from this, latest solved DNB question banks are also available in our course, which will be included in the theory course as a bonus content.
As you might be aware that the NBE has introduced new practical pattern in view of COVID pandemic. This consists of a 2-day format with OSCE, that is Objective Structured Clinical Examination, and Viva Voce on day 1 and 2 case presentations on day 2. The format is different from the traditional one that have been followed since ages. Day 1 is allotted 240 marks and day 2 has been allotted 60 marks. From this, you can clearly see that the weightage of cases have been significantly reduced as compared to previous format. However, it is mandatory to obtain 50% marks on both sections independently. Section 1, that is the OSCE, has 200 marks, of which you need 100 to pass. And section 2 includes clinical, that has Viva Voce comprising of 40 marks and 2 clinical case presentations of 30 marks that include 60 marks. In short, 100 marks for clinical, of which you need to get 50 marks to pass. So to summarize, now you have 3 components in practical examination, which in order of maximum weightage includes OSCE, cases and Viva. The last 2 have been going on from a long time, so I won't go into the details of that in this video, but I would like to shed some light into the pattern of OSCE. OSCEs are very common worldwide as they are part of standard reputed examinations like FRCS Edinburgh, Glasgow and FRCU London. Typically, an OSCE consists of a clinical history or examination, and then you will be asked 3 to 5 questions on that relevant topic. The answers needs to be crisp, to the point and concise, because you will only have 5 minutes dedicated to one OSCE station. Overall, you will have 25 such stations of 8 marks each, totaling 200 marks. Now, the best thing about OSCE is that it is highly scoring. If you have written the correct answer and included all the relevant keywords, you will be given full marks. Unfortunately, the same thing also holds true opposite. That is, if you don't know the answer and you beat around the bush, you will not be given any marks. There will be no marks allotted for filling pages. Second thing is the time constraint. You only have exact 5 minutes to answer 3 to 5 questions per OSCE case. For this, you need to be well prepared. You should anticipate the commonly asked questions and accordingly be prepared with a ready-made answer already. For example, if you get an image of Voke's tri-slit lamp, you may be asked to identify the clinical image, followed by disease related, that is keratoconus related questions like clinical features, treatment algorithm, etc. So that's how your thought process should work. We have an OSCE related module designed specifically for this purpose. The idea is to make you practice what you already know so that you get into the flow of things of writing answers whenever you come across a particular clinical condition. I would strongly recommend you guys to use a stopwatch whenever you use our module for accessing such OSCE questions, and you can self-assess yourself in what speed you're writing your answers. Coming to Viva Voce, Viva Voce is the same stuff as before, and there may be 2 stations which focus mainly on clinical investigations like OCT, perimetry, HCHART, corneal topography, etc. Refraction may or may not be included here. Coming to cases, cases may be real patients or virtual patients. It all depends on the availability of patients and the COVID pandemic guidelines issued by the state for the venue concerned. We don't know exactly how this pattern is going to be, But if you do get a virtual case, you will be asked standard questions. So you should anticipate commonly encountered questions on a particular topic and prepare your answers in a manner as you have been doing. Now, NBE has provided an option to opt out of this new pattern and appear in the traditional format at a later date when it is conducted. I would recommend you all to appear in this format because this pattern is slightly simpler as compared to the traditional one because there will be no language barrier here. Also, you'll be provided with all the facts initially, so the time constraint is also going to be less important. I still am not sure how you will examine the patient in virtual case, but still I advise you all to appear in this and give it a shot. We hope that the information provided in this video will help you guys to prepare well. The OSCE modules you can practice on the mentor exam site. So all the best guys. Thanks for watching.